Hello and welcome back to the Kanji-based Asian language learning tutorial. Today's keyword is transition in the context of energy transition. Now, we hear this word all the time in the newspaper uh, with climate change happening and the government being pressured to transition the energy production from coal-based or even nuclear-based to a renewable sources of energy production such as solar and wind. If you have a look here at the etymology of the word transition, it means to go across. And it seems like that usage has been increasing, um, so it's good to know how this word is used in the Asian language context. So, this word transition is translated into Tenkan in Japanese, and I put the word Japanese first because historically this would have been translated into Japanese because Japan was the first Asian country to modernize, and other countries may have borrowed or have read the Japanese text and then found the Chinese characters that would be used in their respective languages. So let's have a look at the word Tenkan. So ten, this Chinese character kanji means to roll, as in the wheels of the carriage turning, going around. So that has this idea of changing. Now, the word to drive in Japanese is read as unten, so it's the same word ten, and the word DNA is idenshi, so something to pass down the information. Kan is means switch or exchange. So you get the feel of tenkan meaning to transform or change, transition. The Vietnamese have chosen word here, which is the same word actually. This is the simplified Chinese way of writing it, so it's the same as ten, but obviously they read it as juan. And this one in Japanese would be read as gai or kai, as in kaizen, which is innovation. But in Vietnamese, it's read as doi, as in doi mei, which is the economic reform in the 90s. So chuyển doi, right, means transition for Vietnamese. Chinese, same kanji here as you can see, but read as zhuan. And so transition in Chinese is 转型. Okay, the other keyword that we're looking at obviously is energy, and it's interesting to note that, as I pointed out, some of these translation of the Western concept energy, which is a quantized form of measurement of ability to do work, but it's all quantized. It has a unit of joule, and interesting to note that the Vietnamese have translated into a quantized form because liang means quantity or quanta. But in most Asian countries, the concept of energy was a qualia or quality kind of concept with to do with the chi or the key of the energy spirit. So Japan, same as Korea, they decided to leave as the actual English word. So in katakana, energy, in Korean, we just say energy. So again, interesting to see that the Vietnamese have chosen this kanji to say energy, and the Chinese used yuan, which means the source of this ability to make things happen, to denote energy. So, looking at the pronunciation in Vietnamese, this would be read as năng lung, and in Chinese would be nung yuan. So now that we've covered the two keywords for today, let's have a look at the real sentences to see how it's used in the real context. So this is from an article from Yahoo Japan that uses energy tenkan or energy transition. So let's have a look. 再生可能エネルギーは 原子力に依存しないエネルギー転換の大きな柱の一つである。So what that means is the renewable energy is a big part of energy transition that does not rely on nuclear energy. The Korean translation of that same sentence would read 재생 가능 에너지는 원자력에 의존하지 않는 에너지 전환의 큰 기둥 중 하나이다. The Vietnamese translation reads năng lượng tái tạo là một trong những trụ cột chính của quá trình chuyển đổi năng lượng không phụ thuộc vào năng lượng hạt nhân. In the Chinese, 可再生能源是不依赖核电的能源转型的主要支柱之一。Alright, so hopefully that has helped you to put these two keywords in the context, in the real usage of the Asian languages, and hope you had a bit more insight into learning these words and how they came about. Thanks.